Hey, it's Johara. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing a Harry Potter video. I have many planned, so I'm very excited to finally do all of them. Um, and I'm going to do one of them right now. And this one is top 10 unscripted Harry Potter moments from the movies. And I love a good unscripted moment that was left in a good I can't speak improvised moment. I always just find that improvised moments are always so fun, and the reactions of people around them are so fun because it's like they didn't expect it, but they just kind of roll with it. But you can tell but whatever reaction they have, shock, laughter, whatever, is genuine because they weren't expecting it, and it just makes it that much funnier. Um, I went on there's already some unscripted moments that I knew of, but I wanted to try to find as many as I could. So I went online looking up several that I could that have been confirmed to be unscripted from the Harry Potter franchise. And I just made a top 10 list with a few honorable mentions that I did like, but just weren't in the top 10. And I'm just gonna talk about the scene and the fact that it's unscripted, which I like. Um, so number 10, a crab clapping for Hagrid. So in Chamber of Secrets, when um, um, Hagrid came back, and at the very end of this movie, when Hagrid came back and hugged Harry and thanked Harry, Ron, and Hermione for helping him get out of Azkaban, um, everyone starts clapping for him, and that's kind of how the movie ends. It kind of zooms out with everybody clapping for Hagrid, but before it zooms out, it shows the Slytherins, mainly Draco, Crabbe, and Goyle, and Crabbe starts to stand up and clap along, but he wasn't supposed to, and so Tom Felton, Draco's character, um, kind of just grabs him and pulls him down, which also was unscripted, obviously, but I just found that I didn't know about that one. And I was like, really? That was unscripted. I like that. uh, so I just thought it was interesting. Number 9 is Lucius kicking Dobby. There's a lot of these. That's from Chamber of Secrets. um, so uh in Chamber of Secrets, this one is near the end as well. But before the Hagrid part, obviously, right before Lucy, right before Harry frees Dobby and um, they're walking away, Lucius kicks Dobby to get him to move faster and get going because he wanted to get out of there after what just happened. Um, that was not scripted, but it shows. But I just love it. It's like that was the first movie the actor was in, and he could already get a feel of the character. It shows what a great actor he is. He got a feel of the character, and he figured that's something Lucius would do because it is. It's something he would so do. Like, he is not a nice guy. He's abusive to his house elf. Like, everybody knows that. I just love how after in the very first movie he's in, he's already got a feel of what Lucius Malfoy is about and took it upon himself to kick Dobby because that is something Lucius would do. And yeah, so number 8, also from Chamber of Secrets, around the same time. This entire movie was unscripted, okay? At this point, I swear, this entire movie was just unscripted, okay? um, right before Lucius kicks Dobby, um, Lucius made a comment about Potter will always be there to save the day or whatever in like a sarcastic tone or angry tone, kind of a mix of both, I guess. Um, and Daniel Radcliffe was like, "Don't worry, I will." That was unscripted. He but then you see the shock on Lucy's face. That shock was genuine because before it turned to anger because he didn't think that Daniel Radcliffe was gonna do that. And apparently the actor had said something about that scene and said that was the first time he was like, man, this kid is gonna become a great actor because he was just so good in that scene that he created on his own. And I was like, but yeah, so I just thought that was interesting, and I kind of like that. Um, okay, so we're on number 7. Um, this is in Deathly Hollow, so we're getting away from Chamber of Secrets, but Chamber of Secrets will make it come back a few times because I swear that entire movie was unscripted apparently. Like, oh my gosh. But everyone just went rogue during that movie. But Bellatrix torturing Hermione. I mean, we all know. I mean, obviously the torture scene was in there, like obviously, but because it was in the books and the torture scene was very important, especially to get. It was just very important. So it's like, of course, the torture scene was scripted, but apparently the director, I can't remember the director during the last 3 whatever movies, Order of Phoenix, last 4 movies. I can't remember his name right now, but he basically gave them free reign to do whatever for that torture scene. I mean, from what I hear, that torture scene was intense. Like, it had Emma Watson crying, and Helena Bonham Carter gave her a hug afterwards because it was intense to film, and I'm not surprised. I mean, it's an intense scene to watch, let alone film. But apparently the director gave them free reign to do whatever's necessary to really tap into their characters, like, and I'm pretty sure that includes the whole mudblood thing that was written on her arm, because I just read the books last month, the Deathly Hallows book last month, and I don't think they mentioned that she had a mudblood thing on her arm, so I think that part might have been unscripted as well. But yeah, I just find it really nice that the director gave them free reign to do what's necessary to tap into their characters fully. And yeah, so um number 6, um okay, so this is also from Deathly Hollows, um part 2. The other one was from part 1, but Voldemort hugs Malfoy. So in the right before Neville's big speech and Harry's revealed to be alive, everyone thinks he's dead in this moment, and Voldemort is offering to let people come join them. If not, then they will die alongside Harry. And so Lucius calls for his son. He doesn't budge because he doesn't want to go to that side. But he like, but then his mom calls and he's like, oh man, I have to. So he goes over there, and but on his way walking over there, um, Voldemort gives him a hug, and you can see Tom felt his reaction. He had no idea what was going on, and he felt a bit uncomfortable, but because that was not scripted, and I just find that funny because that hug was kind of weird, but it was funny. So yeah. Um, number 4. Yeah, that's all. No, we're on number 5. Okay. Again, we're back to Chamber of Secrets because, like I said, this movie was the movie where they all went rogue. Harry Potter and the one where we all went rogue. That's the new name of Chamber of Secrets for those of you that care. um, but again, this shows how well the actor of Lucius got into his character in the very first movie and figured out, especially since this is the first scene you see him in the movie. Um, when they're all at Diagon Alley getting their books and stuff, and Draco, is being Draco, talking smack about the trio and stuff. His dad, no, no, this is before then, right? Because you did see Lucius at the time before that, right? I don't remember, but I remember it's his first scene. But you see Draco reaching for something, and his dad hits him with his cane. And apparently the actor said he did accidentally did it a little too hard and it hurt his hand. But but yeah, that scene was unscripted. Him hitting Draco with his cane. But I'm like, but that's so Lucius. Like, that's something he would do. And I just think it's amazing how well the actor was able to get into character in the first movie he was in the Harry Potter franchise. And I just absolutely love it. Number 4, trio laughing at Harry's first kiss. So in Order of the Phoenix, there after Harry and Cho kiss, and it was Harry's first kiss, Harry is talking to Ron and Hermione about it and said how it was wet because she was kind of crying and stuff, and then um Ron made a comment about how all she ever does is cry, and then um Hermione kind of says like all the things that's going on inside Cho's mind, and she's like, just because you have the emotional range of a teaspoon, and then they all just three just burst out laughing, and that was not scripted. Like the actors could not keep it in. They all just started cracking up from that comment, and they left it in the movie, and I'm so glad they did because it's so funny. Number 3, I didn't know you could read. Now, this scene I didn't know. This was probably the first scene I found out that was unscripted, and I absolutely love it. That's why it's so high up in the top 3. But I absolutely love this scene, and I don't even know why. It's such a small little thing. But in Chamber of Secrets, like I said, Chamber of Secrets has returned. Um, when Ron and Harry were pretending to be Crabbe and Goyle for the Polyjuice potion and stuff. Um, uh, Harry forgot to take off his glasses because Goyle doesn't wear glasses. And so when they met up with Draco, Draco noticed that he was wearing glasses. And he was like, why are you wearing glasses? And Harry quickly had to come up with a thing as he took it off. He was like, I was reading. And then Draco was like, I didn't know you could read. And that was unscripted because Tom Felton forgot his line. So he was just like, I didn't know you could read. But it's just so funny. And it's like, I don't know. I just really like that. And it was the first scene that I knew was unscripted. So I just had to have it so high up in this list. Number 2, Bellatrix threatening Neville in Order of the Phoenix. So I love what they did to Neville and Luna's characters. I think, I mean, the movies didn't do every character justice. They certainly did do my two favorite characters justice, Ron and Jenny. Those are my two favorite characters and the ones they probably butchered the most. But Neville and Luna, I think they did an even better job at with their characters than the books even did, especially in Order of Phoenix. Like the scene when um um Bellatrix was holding a wand to Neville. He was crying and stuff. But what does Neville do? But in the movie, Neville's like, don't give it to them, Harry. And then there's also the scene when Bellatrix first shows up, which is what I'm talking about in this for this one. Um, and Neville's like, brings up his parents, and Neville's like, be, better she asked how they were, and it was like, better now that they're about to be avenged, and Harry had to kind of hold him back. And I just love what the movie did because they just made Neville so much better. I mean, I love Neville in books, don't get me wrong. He became a hero. But I feel like we gotta see that happen more in the books, if that makes sense. But Bellatrix threatening Neville and in Order of the Phoenix was unscripted. Um, was it when he brought up when la, 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 la. Okay, no, it was the scene when, okay, I forgot which scene it was. But it was the scene when she was holding the wand to Neville's head, when she was like, I don't remember her exact words, but she made a comment about frying his brain the way she did his parents or something like that. And that was unscripted apparently, and I really like that because it's something Bellatrix would do. And apparently, fun little fact that she Helen Bonham Carter actually kind of punctured I can't remember his name in real life, Neville's eardrum, because she kind of poked the wand too hard into it because she got really into character. Um, Okay, so we're on honorable mentions. So, uh, Luna's dance and Half-Blood Prince. What? Why did I say Half-Blood Prince? Okay, Deathly Hollows Part Two. No, Part One. During the wedding, when her and her father were doing that little weird dance. Um, I read somewhere that that wasn't scripted. And then this one I really like because it happened throughout the entire movie, but the actor did it on his own throughout the entire movie. Just kept doing it to show the craziness of the character, which is Barty Crouch Jr. flicking his tongue. It's such a small little detail, but finding out that it was unscripted and the actor just did it every so often with the character to show the character's craziness, because the character is kind of insane, and I just love that little detail. Um, And then number one. Now this one is I also have known about for a long time. Probably around the time I found out about the part where Draco says, "I didn't know you could read." Ron and Hermione's handshake in Chamber of Secrets. Like I said, this is the movie where they all went rogue. So at the end of Chamber of Secrets, Hermione was supposed to hug them both, but when she hugged Harry, she was only what, 12 at this age, maybe 13. Um, she was so embarrassed about having to hug a boy that she quickly let go. That's why when it shows her hug with Harry, they actually had to freeze frame it to make it look longer than it actually was, because it only lasted like a second because she got very shy and insecure or whatever, and she just kind of let go really fast. Like, she was just a quick hug and she let go. So they had to freeze frame it. And so so she since she was too shy to hug one boy, let alone two, they just had her and Ron have a awkward handshake, which I love because it just fits their characters and their future relationship so well, because it's like they spent years hiding their feelings, fighting their feelings for each other, and I just love that the two of them had this awkward handshake because it's kind of like foreshadowing what's to come with their relationship, and I just absolutely loved it. And because I'm a hopeless Ron and Hermione shipper, especially in the movies, since they're my favorite couple in the movies, they're my second favorite couple in the books, but Harry and Ron. Oh my gosh, did I just say that? Harry and Ginny are my favorite couple in the books, but since I just ship Ron and Hermione so much, I had to put that as number one because I just love that this happened. Like, it fits so well. But yeah, so that is all for this video. I love unscripted improvised moments, obviously. They're so fun, and the reactions of everyone is always so fun. So I just thought it'll be fun to do this little thing where I talk about unscripted Harry Potter moments. And it was fun. So that is all for this video. Please like and subscribe and comment your favorite unscripted Harry Potter moment, and I'll talk to you guys later.